3 days ago, I decided to go home to visit my siblings at the rural area to see how they are coping with these difficult times. If you were wondering why I didn't upload episode 36 of The Wife, is because of I was at home, taking care of my siblings. Episode 36 is one of those episodes that I did watch it over and over again after I came back, to Joburg. And I was asking myself a question: how did a woman burn 80 million and still manage to get away from that house? Because she was the only woman with 5 men, 4 Zulu brothers, and also the commissioner who was there to collect his 80 million rand. She burned the money. She didn't even go anywhere. She stood right there while the Zulu brothers were in shock because they've never seen anything like that. And I was like, what makes her decide to burn 80 million rand? Simply because of the boyfriend, Nova, decided to openly brag about the affair that he has with the commissioner's wife. Zulu brothers again, they will never disappoint. There was a scene a minute before the end of episode 36 whereby the Zulu brothers were celebrating because of now they managed to raise 80 million that the commissioner will want to come and collect that same day, because of by 5 o'clock they had a meeting with the commissioner because the commissioner, he was there to collect his 80 million rand. Ngoba did whatever he did with the commissioner's wife to get the remaining 15 million that they needed. But while they were busy celebrating, Sambulo said to Ngoba that, guys, this is our hard work. If we didn't work, the way we worked, we were supposed to be dead. That's when Ngoba was like saying, no, this is all my work. You have to give me the credit because I'm the one who managed to come with the 15 million. And the commissioner's wife, she was on my chest. I'm telling you guys, and she was bragging about how beautiful she is, and he was bragging about her bum, not knowing that Mandisa was listening. And when he was starting to talk about her beauty, you can see Mandisa, she was smiling because she thought he was complimenting her. She thought he appreciated her simply because of she knows that the other Zulu brothers, they really don't care about her because of her history. Now she was excited of saying, at last, we have been working so hard as a team so that we can raise the 80 million so that Zandile can come home, and my husband, he is talking so nice about me to the brothers and they are excited. Maybe they will welcome me like one of their own. Until when she find out that actually the person who is being praised is the side chick, Palesa, the commissioner's wife, and she went crazy. She just lost everything. And she went to the room, took out the money, and she put it in a place whereby she can burn all that 80 million while she was crying. I loved that scene simply because of when they were playing a song, you look at her face, the way she's feeling that pain, she was like saying, I know I can do something that will hurt you more. Simply because of these guys has been working very hard to release their favorite woman, Zandile, from jail. But when I look at that scene, I ask myself questions that if she wanted to burn money, she could have burned money long time ago. But what she did actually, she was retaliating, telling them that, you know what, guys, how long will I love somebody who doesn't love me back? That's the message. Like, how long will I love somebody who doesn't love me back? Like, she decided to burn money so that they can all feel that pain simply because of they all love their women. And once Nkosana will realize that the woman he loves so much will be in jail and will never get any opportunity to come out, then he should start appreciating people's lives. He should know that his woman is not only the only woman. There are other women that he must also pay attention and give them respect, the same way he wants other people to respect his woman. Guys, remember, what I'm talking about, it only happened on the last seconds of episode 36. Let me take you back from the beginning of episode 36. Episode 36 began this way, or started this way. After Shlomo decided to go to Dr. Sandile's house, everything was fine. They had their supper, or dinner if I may say, and they started kissing. One thing led to another. She was blowing his trumpet. They did the dance. For the first time, the brother was, feeling like he's going to the moon. He was feeling like he's going to the moon. You can tell. Sometimes actions speak louder than words. When the morning comes, she walked out. He was with her. Of course, he had to kiss her goodbye, not knowing that Mkhele decided to track the car, the Mini Cooper, and he found out that the Mini Cooper was parked outside. When she go home, Mkhele already saw everything when they were kissing. She arrived at home, Mkhele was already there. He was just sitting quiet in the house. When she arrived, asking, why are you sitting alone in the house, this and that, in the dark? And it's a big house, of course. You can close the curtains and it's going to be dark. That's when he was like saying, I'm waiting for you. Sit down. She sat next to him. And he started telling her, how fortunate he is, to be married to a woman whereby he is not sharing that woman with anybody else. He was expressing his love to her, saying, I've seen this thing when it was happening to my mom and dad, but I didn't understand love. But now I get it. Now I understand love. It's something that you might think you know too much, but when you find somebody who is, your soulmate, you start realizing that you know nothing. Love will teach you things. Actually, he was like saying, for me, to fall in love with you, I am, learning things differently. What I thought I knew, it wasn't, the thing which I can call love. Now he is experiencing love in a different way. Like he is unlearning what he have learned years ago, and he is learning the new ways of loving somebody. Because love will teach you things. And that's when she was concerned about, his face, because, he took punishment. The brothers, they were not playing. They decided to panel beat him. They decided to beat him. So that's when she went to the bathroom. She came with water, of course, now to start, helping him, wiping that blood and everything. And that's when he said, we have been to this road before. Your father, also beat me and you helped me with that. And remember, Kawe also did the same when they were fighting. He beat, Mkhele, whereby she came and she started to, wipe his face and help him so that he can look better. Like now, this was the third time she is sitting next to him whereby he was just brutally beaten, and she is, giving him that, medical attention, that, medical care, so that he can feel better and love and appreciate it. That's when he said, no, but that's enough. This time I'm going to do it myself, so that, I don't want us to go to this road again, whereby I will brutally be beaten and you are sitting next to me and you're busy nursing my pain. I don't want that anymore. I loved that a lot because of Mkhele knew that she was cheating, but he didn't want to show her that, he knows. He pretended like everything is fine. He pretended like he regret what he did, to her, and because of he took the punishment, that means he paid, what he owed her, but I love how they wrote it, because it shows how he can easily smile and go and do something which is shocking. Because today I made sure that I watched, the remaining, episodes of season 1, because very soon on the 17th we are going to watch, season 2. But I'm gonna review all those other episodes whereby you will understand what is going on to the wife, because it's the best TV show so far, guys. Now on the other side, we have seen that Ngoba was busy counting money, simply because of this is the great day, things are going to happen. He's busy counting money, packing money into his bag, simply because of he knows that, they have worked very hard and they are finally going to find, peace, simply because of one of them will be coming home. And also on the other side, we have seen that Mandisa was not happy, because on the previous episode, Palesa told Mandisa that, they went to an exclusive trip whereby Ngoba decided to steal money from Palesa. She was like coming out and introducing herself to Mandisa that, I am, Ngoba's girlfriend. And me and Ngoba, we took an exclusive trip whereby, we went to do certain things and he decided to cheat me because he stole my money. And she is still angry about that. That's the reason why she was like behaving the way she was behaving when he was asking her time, like, Babaga, Mamaga, Ndumi, so what time is it? And she was like, you have the nerve to ask me time, And he didn't understand why she was so angry at him, But she was very angry because she knew that this guy is not going to stop. He will keep on cheating. And this was not the first time. Remember, she's been fighting with other girls on the previous episodes because of he just take girls and sleep with them in the same house where they call their home. This guy is one of those. Although I like the way he is, I like the way he loves his family, the way he protects people, but he has his own flaws, And they also showed us Kawe, when he was like dreaming, he had a bad dream whereby he was dreaming about number plates and also Mbandi. He kept on calling Mbandi's name so that he can pick up the number plate. Remember, that's when everything went wrong. I like that because of he was sleeping and he was dreaming about that. The producers, man, the writers, they did a great job because now Mbandi passed away simply because of the mistake that he made by not taking care of the number plate. And that number plate got the Zulu brothers into trouble, and now their plan of releasing Zandile, became complicated simply because of now the police were involved. They were no longer doing the CIT peacefully the way they used to do them, because some other people were starting to rob them. Remember, the Majola brothers were starting to rob them because of now they had a lot of information, because the police were on their case. Now, it was important for them to show us that when, Kawe was dreaming. And Nkosana showed up into the room and he was like saying, wake up, because of it's early in the morning, just wake up, man, and stop dreaming about the number plates. That's when they had a conversation when he said, today is a big day because of we are going to pay the commissioner and, my woman will come home and we will also live a better life. We will stop with the life of, doing heist and going and rob so that we can have money. We will live, a nice lifestyle because what we were fighting for, eventually, we managed to raise the money and our woman will be home, Mvelo. I love that scene a lot because they were ready to live a different life, not knowing that at the end of the episode, the whole money, all the money that they've been saving all these years will be banned by Mandisa simply because of she found out that the husband is cheating with the commissioner's wife, and that's when she went crazy and decided to ban money. And I was shocked why she didn't run, but there is a reason why she didn't run. Because people who do those kind of things and run away, they are cowards. But people who do that, ban the money and stay there, they made up their mind. They just want you to do whatever you want to do. They are like showing you that I am enough with everything which is happening in this family. I just want action. I want you to feel how I feel. I want you to show me how, you really care or how you really hate me, and that was one of those scenes that I looked at it over and over again, and I loved it a lot. Guys, The Wife is one of those TV shows, and of course, the biggest scene, it was at the end whereby the Zulu brothers decided to all go to Ngoba's house. When they were there, they relaxed, everything is fine, they were drinking alcohol, celebrating, and they kept on calling Mqele. Remember, Mqele was beaten brutally by the Zulu brothers simply because of he was abusing his wife, Shlomo. And we have seen that they were calling him, he was not picking up the phone, and they were saying maybe he's still upset because of we decided, to punish him. He didn't like the judgment. And we have seen that while they were busy drinking, that's when the commissioner showed up with the luxury car. Well, I think it's a great car, not anybody can own that car. He showed up, I just don't want to mention the brand. He showed up, he was happy, and he was like saying, guys, before we take drinks and everything, let's get back to business, where's my money? And that's when Ngoba told, Kawe and Sambulo to go and fetch those bags of money. They came back, they were surprised because the money was not there on the table. The money was not there on the table. They came back to tell Nkosana and also Ngoba that there is no money. So when Ngoba went back with everyone, that's when they realized that Mandisa, she is standing right there and she is burning that 80 million rand. And Nkosana, he was in shock. He didn't believe what he saw. Actually, everybody was like shocked, like, how do you do such a thing? How we worked, to get all this money. How hard we worked to get all this money. And you cannot just burn this money for no reason, And she was just there, standing right there, like somebody who did something that, they were like, do whatever you want to do. And it was just one of those scenes whereby commissioner was like saying, you called me to show me this. How dare you? How can you do such a thing just to call me to show me, my 80 million, being banned right in front of me? And that's when we saw, Nkosana losing it. He just grabbed her, trying to strangle her, just take life out of her. The other Zulu brothers made sure that they jumped in. They were helping her so that she can survive. Because remember, the Zulu brothers, they have this principle whereby they don't put hands on women. But Nkosana forgot all the principles, forgot all the rules, because his hands was exactly to her neck. He wanted to take her out, and that's when I've seen Ngoba, doing everything in his power to save his woman again, because he was like there biting, Nkosana's hand, so that Nkosana can, let go of, Mandisa. And we have seen also Sambulo helping Mandisa to escape, and Ngoba was like saying, Mama Gandumi, so run. Mandisa, just run. Because what is going to happen here, you are not going to like it. Then she ran away, she, grabbed the car keys and she was gone. And that's one of those, scene that I looked at it over and over again. But when you look at episode 36, they don't show you, Mandisa running. That's when you will see that happening on episode 37 when she decided to drive away. And now that's when we are going to review everything which happened on episode 37, because on 36, that they cut the whole episode when, Ngoba was trying very hard to bite the brother's hands so that he can let go of Mandisa. Guys, I appreciate you guys showing me love and support. I just wanted to, take my time and review this episode, 36, simply because of, for the past 3 days, I was not even, next to the camera. I was just at home, trying to rebuild my mom's house, what I'm saying. So I'm gonna share some stories, I'm gonna share the journey with you guys, and I appreciate you guys showing me love and support. Thank you.